What's up, guys? It's Phoebe. I'm here today at Disney Springs for a little change of scenery and change of pacing. I've been to the parks a lot recently, and you know where I haven't been? Disney Springs. So I had church, and then I was like, let's go get brunch. Although not brunch, let's do lunch, because I'm not a brunch girly, but I do love a good lunch and dinner. I would actually eat dinner for breakfast, which a lot of people scold me for, but why can you eat breakfast for dinner? And why am I the weirdo for eating dinner for breakfast? That doesn't make any sense. I'm here and I have a reservation at the Boathouse, which is one of my favorite restaurants on Disney property. It is a phenomenal seafood / steakhouse restaurant. There are so many options, and it's been a few months since I've been there. So I thought it would be fun to bring you guys along. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to the restaurant. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go have some food. We've got one of the cars driving into the water right now. You're not going to be able to see him go into the water because I'm over here. Let me walk this way. Look how fun it is. And there they are. They're in the water now. So you can purchase this as a ticketed experience and drive yourself into a lake. Fun, right? I haven't done it before. Honestly, that would be a fun video. Maybe I should do it. We've got their bar over here. And you can't tell just yet, but this is a massive restaurant. Not only do you have this bar area and this room, there's this room, there's another room, then there's two other rooms in the back. And then there is a dock bar seating area out there that I'll have to take you out and show you too. All right, all checked in, just waiting on them to call our table now. They do have a little gift shop area attached to the Boathouse too. Hi, thank you. This is such a nice spot. We have the table, and then look at this view outside. So this actually gives you a great view of the Dockside bar out there. And then there is more outside seating over to the left out the window. So it is a massive restaurant. While we are waiting to order, I have some Boathouse stats for you. If you don't want to take my word when I say this restaurant is phenomenal, you can take the stats word for it. So the Boathouse is the #2 top grossing restaurant in Orlando. This location at Disney Springs specifically. So this was for the year of 2022. They had an annual sales count of $39,863,628. Their average check was $44. They served 921,785 meals with 440 seats in the restaurant. That is crazy. I think those statistics speak for themselves on how incredible this restaurant is. All right, let's take a look at this menu. There is a lot to it. The entire back of it is drinks, so the front is going to be all of your appetizers, entrees. So starting at the top left, we have the raw bar, which has all of the oysters that you can get, jumbo lump crab, shrimp, and then the launches, which are their version of appetizers, are on the top right-hand corner. We are definitely going to be getting one of those. I think I'm leaning towards either the firecracker shrimp or the coconut shrimp. Their appetizers are pretty steep price-wise, but like I said, everything I've had has been worth it and delicious. And those launches are shareable too, so you can split the cost with that. Everything is kind of grouped into categories. So you've got fish, sea and shore, salads, classics, sandwiches, steaks, and then sides to share at the very bottom of it. They've got a lot of variety too for a seafood place. Now I feel like a lot of people think they have to get seafood when they come to a seafood place. However, this is the exception. Everything I've had is good. And then they also gave us a card that has their features of the day on it. So I went ahead and placed an order for the launches, which are the appetizers. And I went with the coconut shrimp. It comes with a chili sauce, I believe. And for my entree, I'm going with the filet mignon sliders. These are one of my favorite meals to get anywhere on Disney property. And they come with regular fries. However, I sub them out for their truffle fries. It is an additional upcharge, but they are so good. And the bread service has made it to the table. So these are complimentary rolls and probably my favorite bread service in all of Disney World. They are light, fluffy, warm rolls, and they have a cinnamon butter on top, and they come with a side of butter. I can't say enough good things about these. They're so, so good. I'm so sorry. The mic looks so stupid, but I want you to be able to hear me. So it's on my neck. I have to eat these rolls with a fork and a knife because they're so cinnamon, buttery. These rolls are so good. I've never had a bad one here. I've probably eaten here 15 times, and every single time they are consistently good. Now, I think the coating on this rolls depends on if you're coming for brunch or for dinner, because this coating is more of a cinnamon butter, whereas at dinner time, it is a honey butter on top. So there is a little bit of variety. However, both of them are equally as phenomenal when it comes to taste and flavor, and they keep it coming throughout the meal. So if you want to get more, all you have to do is ask. I think the most I've ever eaten when sitting here was 9, which was not good because I could not eat the rest of my entree. All right, our lunch, our appetizer, whatever you want to call it, has made it on the table. This is the hand-breaded coconut shrimp for $19.50. This comes with an orange chili sauce and scallions on top. Pretty straightforward, smells really good. Taking the tail off of this. I'm not good at this. Okay, there we go. It's all over my hands. Ah! Okay. I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm cutting it in half. To you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. All right, the entrees have been ordered. I went with the filet sliders and my friend went with the grouper, so I'm going to get to try that too. I've never had the grouper here before, but I have heard good things. I'm not very opinionated when it comes to fish for entrees. I love salmon, but that is the extent of my marine life knowledge when it comes to consuming marine life. I love popcorn shrimp. I love popcorn shrimp. But yeah, that'll be nice to try that, change it up a little bit too. And the entrees have made it on the table. Here are the filet mignon sliders. These are $22, comes with 3. And like I said, I subbed the regular fries for the truffle fries. Here is the grouper. This is the Gulf of Mexico red grouper. It comes with roasted sweet potatoes, red onions, arugula, and a charred leek butter for $39.50. I'm gonna start with a fry, because why not? I love these fries. I really don't think I could ever recommend coming here and just getting the regular fries. You have to get the truffle fries. They are worth the upcharge in my opinion. They've got a lot of flavor to them, and I dip them in ketchup because I'm a weirdo. Let's go ahead and get into the main event. Trying to see if you can see. Can you see that? Can you see that really nice buttery sauce? The buttery sauce on it, in my opinion, is such a key factor into why it is so good. It just adds extra flavor to the steak, and then it also keeps it really moist. I don't care about that word. It doesn't hurt me. It just keeps it so nice and flavorful. It keeps it juicy. And then the butter toasted bun, it just comes together so nicely. And it's a filet, so it's such a nice cut of meat. Obviously, it's going to be tender. And you get 3 of these for $22. I think it's a really good portion. It's such a fantastic entree. Okay, I'm gonna try this grouper now. I got the sweet potato and the leek with it. It smells like a fish. The fish flavor is very much not there, which is crazy considering it smells like fish. All of the seasoning that they put on the dish absorbed into the fish. I do not like that rhymed. And I really like the flavor of it. It just feels like a customizable fish. You've got Build-A-Bear, Build-A-Fish. But yeah, when I eat salmon, you know that it's salmon. And this, I don't think I would be able to guess. I will say, I think when it comes to price and portion sizes, you do get more food for these sliders. The grouper is obviously just one fillet, and then you have your veggies on it too. And I'm sure that that grouper is accurately average price for a grouper fillet. I've never had grouper before, so I don't know if you're getting a steal over here, but I do know it's fresh. I rarely ate seafood in Oklahoma because that sucker is landlocked. Where did it come from? It flew in. It flew American Airlines when you did to go back home from your Florida vacation. So I like that it's fresh, it tastes fresh, but when it comes to overall portion sizes and filling up, I think the sliders would fill you up a little more. So dessert is on a separate menu that was just brought to us. It looks like they have a few seasonal things. At the top, they have a pumpkin cheesecake for $10. It has a 5-spice chantilly with a cranberry orange compote. Then the caramel apple bread pudding for $10, which has a butter pecan caramel sauce with vanilla ice cream. And then they have the desserts that are typically on their menu. The key lime pie with a vanilla bean chantilly cream and raspberries for $14. They have the triple chocolate layer cake that serves 2 with vanilla ice cream for $26.50. And then they have the macadamia turtle pie for $27.50 with ice cream and chocolate and caramel sauces. Now, the reason why the chocolate cake and the turtle pie are double the price of the key lime pie is because they are double the size. I don't know why it says it only serves 2. Those things are about as big as the table. So yes, I ended up going with the key lime pie, but the macadamia pie and the chocolate cake, legitimately this big. They're massive. You could share them with a family of 4 and probably still have leftovers. I love key lime pie though, and the one here is really nice. So I wanted to showcase that. And it's a little bit of a lighter dessert rather than rich chocolate fudgy cake or chocolate ice cream. So I can usually eat a little more after eating a big, heavy meal. Look at the dessert knife that was brought out for this key lime pie. So it may not be as big as the other ones, but that's the size of my head, almost. So I only ate 2 rolls today. I think that wins for the least amount of bread consumed by Phoebe at the Boathouse in one sitting. I think I was just too distracted with vlogging and the food coming out. And now it's too late because it's dessert time. That would be crazy of me. I feel like a fun goal would be to try and order every single thing off of the menu. Not at the same time, but throughout the course of living here and seeing what really is the best Boathouse entree or appetizer or dessert, in my opinion. If you have ever eaten at the Boathouse before, though, drop in the comments what you get and if you recommend it. I've also had their seafood mac and cheese here. I like it. I would say that's probably one of the things that isn't my absolute favorite because the cheese has a good way to describe that, I feel like, is the cheese has kind of a bit of a Velveeta, a slightly artificial cheese, and the seafood makes it pretty heavy. I did eat all of it though, so, I mean, what is a little unexpected though is for Thanksgiving, they do a Thanksgiving platter here, which has turkey, stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes, your classic comfort Thanksgiving foods, and it is phenomenal. I think they do a fixed price of $38. I could be very wrong. That was almost a year ago. And it's all you can eat. Phenomenal Thanksgiving meal, which was kind of shocking for a seafood restaurant. So if you're spending Thanksgiving at Disney World, maybe something to keep in mind. Wow, all right, here it is, the key lime pie. Look at that thick stack of chantilly cream on top of it. And the raspberries, the halves of the limes. And as our server let us know, this is their smallest dessert out of the 4 main ones. Guys, it's so big. This probably weighs, I'm trying to remember how much my rabbit weighs. I think my rabbit weighs 8 pounds. This is probably a 10-pound plate. Yeah, this is 10 pounds of key lime pie right here. Okay. I feel like the fight with key lime pie is, oh, it's either too tart or it's too mild in flavor. I think this key lime pie is the best of both worlds and could please both sides because of the chantilly cream on top. If you want a really nice tart bite of key lime pie, get hardly any of that chantilly cream, and that's what the key lime pie is. It has such a good tart flavor to it. The graham cracker crust is one of the best I've had. It's buttery and rich. But if you don't want your key lime pie really intense, you don't want to get punched in the face with the key lime, add a lot of that chantilly cream into your bite and it mellows it out. The cream is so good, equally as good as the pie is. Overall, 10 out of 10 on this key lime pie. I would pay this every single day and eat this. Lunch, entree, and dessert, all done, and the rolls too. This is a full meal. Duh. I ate a lot. I feel satisfied though. I don't feel gross. I feel like I could still go walk around Disney Springs after this. I'm really curious though how that macadamia nut cake is. It looks phenomenal. If you've ever had that before, let me know in the comments what you think of it. Their seasonal desserts, the pumpkin cheesecake and the caramel apple, whatever, sounded really good too. However, I wanted to showcase something that was permanently on the menu. So if you wanted to come and visit, you would still be able to try that and have it. And yes, keep in mind for those rolls, I'm not sure if this is 100% set in stone, but for breakfast and brunch reservations, I believe it's the cinnamon butter, and then for late lunch and dinner reservations, it is the honey butter. And I really enjoyed both of the entrees today as well. I love where I'm sitting too. There's so much natural light in this little corner. Our server let us know that this is called the lake room because it has the pretty big windows. And then there's a twin room because there are twin booths in there. There's a trophy room too. He was giving us a lot of fun facts. I loved it. I can't remember any of them. I think once we're all wrapped up here though, I want to walk around outside and show you the Dockside bar out there. So yes, with that all being said, I'm going to box up the rest of this key lime pie because there is a lot left. And then I'm going to pay that check and let's go ahead and walk outside for a little bit too. All right, here's their front bar, but we're going to keep walking back a little further. And we're going to go outside and take a look at their Dockside bar. Look at how pretty. So our server also let us know this is the only place at Disney Springs that you can actually be over the water. These tables would be so nice. You've got a view of the hot air balloon, which you can ride into. But here's the bar. And then they've got the little boat dock down there too. I love it over here. I have eaten over here one time before at the bar. It's so nice, especially on days like today. Like I said, it's probably 75 degrees right now, and it is very breezy outside. So it feels so pleasant right now. And being on the water too. So yeah, here's a look. All of this is the Boathouse. So obviously this area, this right over here is the room that we were eating in. This entire thing. And then here is what I was trying to show you before we ate too. This is the little landing that the boats drive out of, and you drive down into the water, and then they take you, oh look, wait, this was perfect timing. We've got a boat on its way in. It also looks slightly terrifying. It looks like the boat's going to sink. Like it just looks like a waterlogged car. Hi there. And they're coming back in. And then they're just driving up it. That is crazy. How fun. That was great timing. Lovely view, lovely day. I cannot get over this weather. We're gonna go ahead and head back out to the front though. Well, I am full and I have dinner for tonight, and maybe lunch for tomorrow too, at least dessert. But I hope, if anything, this vlog has shown you that if you have been to Disney World and have not eaten at the Boathouse, you're missing out. Definitely add it to your reservations if you are planning a trip to Disney and are doing a day at Disney Springs, or maybe on your day where you arrive, you fly in, you come to Springs and eat there for dinner. It's usually pretty easy to get reservations there because they filter so many people through that restaurant. And as I mentioned before, if you have dined here before, leave in the comments what your favorite thing is. Maybe I'll try it next time. But with that being said, I think that is going to be all for today. Thank you guys for coming along with me. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. And I will see you next time.